It's week 9 of the 2023 season, and we'll watch Blake Martinez, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Bears and the Vikings on EA Sports.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Newton. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Vikings had 1-6 now, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Man open downfield. It's Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Newman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's second down. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 11 carries, 54 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Prescott. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. And right side, they're going to go option here. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 39, Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him think, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
First down, Prescott. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott now. Green with a catch left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Jones has it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Off play action, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Newman. pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if we're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Newman. And that is incomplete.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Green able to dance free. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Prescott. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A read option. Here's Montgomery.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Prescott's throw complete here to Kmet.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 39, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Montgomery will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Green brings it in.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Prescott to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that. They just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Prescott on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Green.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Finds Komet on the quick slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
And again back to Komet.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Prescott yet again.
That's complete right side to Komet. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Prescott.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Touchdown Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
On first down, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Newman.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now Newman on first down.
And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing again, Newman.
And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but nothing working in the secondary as they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Newman.
And this one is incomplete.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We begin in the NFC. San Francisco making the cross-country trek for the early game against Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the face this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, Newman.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Newman on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now Newman.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed.
Play action. Now Newman.
Smith catches left side.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Newman.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, Parker, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now it's Newman. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in.
Touchdown, Vikings! A.J. Green, 43 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A 10-play drive that time, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out comes Minnesota. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10 now. Newman.
He's got Fuller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Newton. to protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. First down, Prescott. He's got Green. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Now it's Newman. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Newman looking to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Newman.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Oh, good move.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10 Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And again, back to Komet.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Montgomery back to the ground.
Brought down at the 20.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Prescott now. Green with a catch left side.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point for McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
On 1st down, Newman.
Finding Green complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Newman.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and
1. Again, Newman.
And that is incomplete. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Newman. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Newman.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he gets it down to the 32. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Green's got it over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First play's a run with Nwangu.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now Newman.
And this one's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Newman.
On the right side, caught by Green.
He's got room past the 30.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And they'll throw on first down with Newman.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Newman.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Newman to throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Throwing again, Newman.
He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they will score a 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Newman.
Green brings it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They're going on 4th down. Newman.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.